Yo guys, what's up? Cory Sandhagen here. Welcome to the channel. Today, guys, I want to talk about Yadong versus Petr Yan. This is the fight that I'm the most excited about going into UFC 299. I think that there's going to be a really key element to this fight that I really want to talk about, and I think it's going to make or break a win or a loss for both of these guys. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so first things first, let's kind of talk about the pros and the cons of each of these guys, okay? We have Yadong, who is a young, very athletic, and very durable guy. You've also seen in Song that when he doesn't do something super well in one of his fights, he'll come back, he'll make, the corrections that he needs to make in his camps, come back into the fight, and usually be a much better fighter, okay? With a Yan, you have someone that isn't as athletic, but still a very, very good athlete. Like, don't get me wrong, but Song is a mega athlete, in my opinion, okay? So you have Yan, who maybe isn't as athletic, but Yan is a very smart guy. Like, I look back to the video, it was a long time ago on Instagram where, someone is videotaping Yan on his phone, and what he's doing is he's playing chess. I think that Yan, and because I've also heard that Yan doesn't necessarily come from a certain camp and he doesn't have like a certain set of coaches, like he was at ATT, he was at the gym in Thailand, he's at his gym back home. Like, I think he kind of bounces around, and there's a lot of benefits from being that type of fighter because you do have to do a lot of thinking for yourself. And if you do have the capabilities of being able to, have an eye for the sport and have an eye for the things that you need to be better at and all of that, and you can internalize that and be honest enough with yourself about that, that's a huge valuable skill, okay, which I do think that Yan has. So what I think really this fight is going to come down to, guys, because these are two guys that really want to strike, they really want to fight, I think that this fight is going to come down to who's more durable. And if you look at the evidence of who's more durable, I do think that it's Song. Song smiles at you after you hit him really hard. He's done that to me in my fights with him. I've seen him do it in other fights. The guy likes getting hit a little bit, okay? Yan, on the other hand, while he still can take a shot and has a really good guard and keeps his hands by his face super well, I do think that Yan isn't as durable. Like, we've seen Yan be hurt in some of the fights. Song, I don't really believe that I've ever seen be hurt in any of the fights. I think that one thing that Song is really going to take advantage of here, because I saw a video of him on Instagram hitting the mitts, and when he was hitting mitts, he was throwing a lot of elbows on the mitts. I think that that's a great strategy going into this fight for Song. I think that Song, because Yan has a super close guard like this, he's going to take a note out of the page that I wrote fighting him, where if a guy covers like this, you have to elbow him and cut him up because sometimes it's hard to find their chin. Yan, on the other hand, I think is going to do something that we saw him do against O'Malley, where he's, I think, going to incorporate a little bit of wrestling. Maybe not a ton, maybe just enough to kind of put himself in the scorecards as a little bit of a higher, to the judges, a higher performer or doing better in the round by the wrestling. I think that he's going to try to make Song think about that, because what this thing is really going to come down to is who's the better striker and who's more durable, because both of these guys are super interested in throwing really hard punches. That's their style. They're not point guys. They're just get straight to it, throw hard punches, try to knock each other out, have a close guard, get close to each other, and nail each other. I think that Song is going to be more durable. I think that Yan, while he's more crafty, and I think that he's a lot more experienced and quote-unquote better fighter all around, I do think that it's going to come down to the durability in this fight specifically, and I think that that's what's going to happen. Comment below, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I think it's going to be a phenomenal fight, the one that I'm most excited for sure. Let's see what happens. I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.